Barnes and Leslie, and what an honor. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Sting. Hello, sir.
Good morning, Atlanta.
Man, we're so excited you're back playing tonight. Sold out at the Cobb Centre. Thank you for coming back to see us again.
Are you kidding? You can't do a tour of the United States without playing Atlanta. Come on. That doesn't make any sense.
And honestly, I think we've seen every Sting tour in Atlanta from every single venue. And Sting, I have to say, this is a little bit different than the last time I interviewed you, which was in Atlanta. Barnes, I don't know if you remember, but we were at the Fox Theater.
Yeah.
And I walk in to do the interview, and it's completely dark in the room with some candles. And they're like, oh, you're going to have to interview Sting on the floor. He's doing yoga. Oh. And I have my little DAT player, and I didn't even think I turned it on properly, but it all worked out in the end. So thank you for that, Sting.
My pleasure. Next time, just turn out. No warning, don't worry.
Well, what Leslie won't tell you is you've been on her top 5, which is, your fantasy list. You've been on the leaderboard for many, many years. So she's a little nervous, I think, right now. A little bit.
Little bit. Come on.
It's good to hear, Leslie. Don't worry.
So tonight, the big show with, of course, 3.0. And a lot of people ask, wait, 3.0, what's going on now? What's the difference about 3.0 and just Sting? Or, you know what I mean? Like, people are curious what they can expect tonight.
Well, my band has had very many iterations, as you know. Sometimes there's 7 of us, sometimes there were 8 of us, sometimes 4 of us. Tonight, there'll be 3 of us. And as you know, I've had some experience with a trio successfully. And I'm really enjoying that format again. That gives you a lot of freedom, a lot of space, a lot of air around the instruments, a clarity that you don't get when there are more than 3 people on the stage. And so it's exciting. It's a little bit dangerous. I have to work harder, but I've never been afraid of that.
Yeah, I love this iteration, and they're friends of yours, obviously, and you've played with them for many years. But I have to ask you about one thing. Everyone says, Sting is the ultimate rock star. But recently, you had a chance to perform with another ultimate rock star, and that's Dolly Parton and her rock star album. How did that come about? Did you know Dolly? Had you ever met her?
No, I'd never met Dolly before, but I was a huge fan, and I immediately said yes when I was approached to do it. And she said she wanted to sing Every Breath You Take. So she did her version in her studio, and then she sent it to me so I could sing with her. And so I had to adjust my singing style a little bit to accommodate hers, because it's her record. And she has a very particular way of singing, a very country way of singing. So I enjoyed adapting myself to her musical demands, really. And it turned out great. I thought she did a fantastic job.
Got some listeners teed up on hold that want to say hello and have questions for you. Huge Police fans, I'm sure, and just your solo music and just Sting fans. Morning X, good morning. Who is this?
Hey, this is Pete. Sting, what a pleasure to meet you, sir.
Nice to meet you too, sir.
Lifelong fan. Thanks for the music memories. Jumping right in, I know you did an amazing reunion tour in 07, 08 with the other guys. Any thoughts about another run at that, another reunion tour, possibly a couple tracks you'll throw in there?
Well, I think, we did that very successfully, and the timing was perfect. It wasn't too early, it wasn't too late. So probably not. But I'm enjoying this trio more than any other trio I've worked in. the one you can see tonight.
Well, what's the biggest difference between how you approach songwriting compared to when you were with that other trio, aka the Police? How is it different now for you when you're writing?
I'm the same songwriter. I still have the same demands on myself to be literate, to be musical, to challenge the listener a little bit. So it's the same. I don't see any difference at all.
Just a less annoying drummer.
A what? Stuart's a very good friend of mine. And a great
I know.
drummer.
He was on with us, and he joked about it, too. That's why I'm joking about it.
Yeah, he was like, Sting's a freaking genius is what he said, Sting.
Yes.
So you've done so many incredible things in your career, Sting, and I love the stuff you did with Shaggy, and you guys even curated your own festival, to you doing The Last Ship, which turned into that amazing musical. Do you feel like there's something else on your your bucket list or something else that you would really love to do?
I'm always looking for novelty, something that challenges me, something like I haven't tried before. And I do that every night. I'm looking for novelty in the songs that I may have written 40 years ago and I've sung 3,000 times. I'm always looking for a little incremental change that I can find or discover. And that keeps me going. It's a constant quest to entertain myself, really. And then hopefully the audience is entertained in turn.
Well, you look like you're having such a good time on stage. Every time I've seen you, you always truly look like you're just having such a blast, which is it's sometimes you don't see that with other bands.
I'm not acting. I'm really having the best time. I walk out in front of 10,000 people, 20,000, 60,000 sometimes. They're all pleased to see me. And no one wants their money back at the end of the night. It's perfect. What a great way to make a living.
But you are a good actor, so some might question whether you're
There you
telling
go.
the truth right now. I don't know.
No, I'm not acting in that way.
Good morning. Hi, who is this?
This is Michelle. How are you?
Hi, Michelle. You're on with Sting.
Hello, Sting.
Good morning, Michelle. Hi, baby. How are you?
I'm very well. Thank you so much for giving us this time. I really appreciate it. And thank you, Barnes and Leslie, for the opportunity as well. Big fan, Sting. I have a question for you. So typically, recording artists don't typically cover other artists' songs, especially legends. I suspect it's because they'll not do a song justice. But if you had the opportunity to choose an artist to cover one of your songs that are alive, who would it be? Who would it be, and what song would you choose?
Great question.
I'd have a very good question, but I'd have to give it so much thought, because I'm a fan of so many people.
I have a suggestion.
Whoa. Wow.
Okay, let me hear it, Michelle.
All right. So I think Steve Martin doing a banjo cover of possibly Moon Over Bourbon Street.
Wow.
Really?
What do you think?
I know Steve, so I will suggest that to him. He may turn us down. He's very temperamental.
Well, then maybe 7 Days would be more up his alley. But did you, I watched the Only Murders in the Building. I really enjoyed you in that. That was fantastic. Did you have the opportunity to play some music with Steve during filming?
Well, that was the real me, Michelle. I wasn't acting in that either. That was really me.
That was Sting playing
I was
Sting.
so happy to find out that you did not kill Tim Kono.
No, I did not kill him.
Good.
And I actually like dogs. That wasn't part of the deal. But I love my dog.
Well, I'm with you. Listen, I'm going to be insufferable after this. I'm already figuring out ways to drop this and saying, oh, yeah, when I was chatting with Sting earlier, and no one can ever tell me that you didn't write 1,000 Years for Me. So
I did.
Did you write all this time just so you could get Murder of Crows in your lyrics?
No, but that is the collective noun for crows.
Well, it's very clever.
That's the correct collective noun.
Well,
That's funny. Michelle, thank you very
Thanks,
much. I want to get
Michelle.
some other calls in. Thank you. Bye-bye.
sure, thanks. Bye-bye.
So I want to play the new song. I Wrote Your Name Upon My Heart, which is freaking infectious, and it's infectious very quickly. This album comes out when? Or is it going to be a full album?
I haven't done an album yet. This was just a teaser.
So that's it. Okay.
Yeah, but I'm thinking about it.
Your voice sounds great on it. Let's play it for everybody. We'll be back with Sting. This is I Wrote Your Name Upon My Heart. This is The Morning X. It's 99X.